My favorite Archie storyline was one from my childhood, and that goes back a long way.
Really?
It was in a comic called Archie's Madhouse, and it didn't even feature the Archie main characters. It featured another group of offshoot characters called the Madhouse Glads, and they were like a rival band. And this was a spooky story called the Curious Case of Carswell Crypt, and it was like a murder mystery, kind of, not really a murder mystery, but anyway, it stuck with me all these years. So that one is my favorite Archie storyline.
Mine is one from my childhood, and it's the one that Dad worked on. It's Bad Boy Trouble. It was Archie's quote-unquote new look. And I remember this one the most because it was on an episode of Regis and Kelly when it was still Regis and Kelly. But I remember I was really little when he drew this, and he let me and my sister design some of their clothes. So this is really special to me.
Favorite character to draw is the one that makes me the most money. But I have a lot of favorite characters. My favorite Marvel character is a character called The Vision. My favorite DC character is a character called Red Tornado. I don't know, something about red robots is something that I like. I really like Hawkman and Dr. Fate too. So anyway, toss up between all those characters.
I think they were talking about Archie characters.
Archie characters. Jughead is my favorite Archie character
Sabrina.
To draw. Sabrina, yeah, but Jughead was one of the main.
True.
He's just the most fun to draw. A lot of expressions that you can get from him. I still think he's Shaggy's second cousin from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
You know, they're much
with the amount
alike.
they can put away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My favorite Archie is Sabrina, but if we're talking about characters in general, it's going to be My Little Pony because that's what I kind of cut my teeth with, being an artist.
All right. Hardest part of being an artist is making money. One of the things that I was always asked was, what's the hardest thing to draw? And I'm like, a steady paycheck, and it's the truth. But yeah, I mean, it is the hardest part. You got to love this job to do it, and so the hardest part is like making a whole lot of money at it. It's almost got to be a calling for you. What do you think?
I agree with that. Also, chasing trends and making sure you're on the newest thing, and like especially when like me, you draw fan art and you sell a lot of fan art, you want to make sure you're drawing something that's popular and what everybody's following nowadays, and that can be a little tricky.
Never ends.
Yeah.
Draw every day. Draw even when you don't feel like it, because if you want to make it in this business, if you really want to make it, then that's what it's going to take. It's going to take commitment of drawing every single day. Learn as you go, and that will be your best. It'll pay off in the end, but it's not going to come automatically. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of hours to put in. You agree?
Yeah, I agree with that, absolutely. It takes drawing faithfully, and also don't be afraid to use references. Don't be afraid to use resources. There are so many resources out there for you to choose from. Make friends with the other artists. Build your community, and I think that is one of the best pieces of advice.
And working digital or traditional, it's all a means to an end.
Yep.
Use whatever tools you have at hand, and just practice every day. Get better at it.
I agree.